Welcome to the Foster Show podcast. Jesus Christ.
That was amazing.
All right, so episode 2. I don't know if you guys saw, but we have 1, 2, maybe even 3 views on the last week's episode.
That's amazing.
We just uploaded it.
I never thought we would get this far. I just want to tell you thank you. And I care for you.
Some say it could never be done, but here we stand,
God amongst men.
naked.
Yes!
All right.
That was Clayton saying that, Mom.
What? No!
Okay, so we're going to change some of the format up just a little bit. We're still learning, so bear with us if you are not our mother that decided to watch episode 2 that also watched episode 1. But today,
frankly-
as always, it's me, Tanner, and our co-host, Wyatt,
And the CEO.
and CEO of the Foster Show podcast.
I don't have time, but this is Clayton Foster.
He doesn't have time.
Okay, he's leaving the podcast right now. He's walking out the door.
Goodbye, everyone.
Oh, he pissed himself.
That's why he had no time.
Shut up, guys.
All right, so this week we'll be talking about the new announced Cuphead show, Halo news, and the movie of the week,
Curious George.
2006, baby.
Yeah.
So, what's your thoughts, Clayton, on the Cuphead show being announced? Is that
Well-
something you want to watch?
Correct me if I'm wrong. It's going to be from, the game, right? Cupheads?
Yes.
Alright, I'm just making sure.
What else would we be
I
talking
don't know.
about?
This is something I
Completely
don't know.
unrelated.
I'm just curious. Do we know anything about it? Like any
No,
clips
it
of it?
just announced.
Just announced, right? So if
But I know it's a game that we pretty much all played.
yeah,
I know Wyatt's beat it. Did you beat it?
not at all.
How far did you get?
I think I got to a roller coaster, and that was about it.
I think that's exactly where I got. I think, yeah, because I beat the dragon, and then, yeah, the damn roller coaster was something I couldn't do.
The Joker. There was like a Joker in it,
The
or a
Joker.
clown. I call clowns Jokers. That makes sense.
All clowns are jokers now.
Yeah,
I'm pretty
pretty
sure
much.
you have to beat the roller coaster to get to the dragon, so...
No, I think that's before.
Oh, actually, yeah, so
you
I
couldn't
did.
beat the robot, that's right.
Yeah, I made it to the next little part, which was the robot, and I think the mermaid girl.
Like Queen.
Yeah, I love her design. I would get that as a tattoo. She's very cute.
I'm sure you do, like brown objects. Anyways, yeah, I only got to the roller coaster. But about the movie, I think it could. I don't think how the game is about you beating boss to beat the devil can correlate to a show.
Do you know how to spell correlate?
C.
It's CORLATE.
Wrong. But...
I don't know how. But seriously,
Don't just say words that you think you know how to use.
I do know what it means.
What does it mean?
To be like, it's kind of hard to explain.
Yeah.
No, listen.
I don't know how to use it.
It's related.
Okay, just go to your point.
Okay, I don't think how it correlates to the game because the game's a 2D fighting or platformer, not
2D fighting game?
It's a 2D platformer. I mean, I think
Isn't it a shoot 'em up?
Yes.
it's not a platformer.
It is a platformer. It's a 2D platforming shooter.
All right. Anyways, but I don't think how that's gonna work with the show. That's just my thought. I could be entirely wrong, and they could just do excellent, but
Which you are entirely wrong. But...
okay, then that's a cool
Why,
opinion
you wouldn't
by
watch
me.
it?
No, I would not watch it. But I
Not
do
even if it's on Netflix or anything?
Not at all.
Why?
I find it hard to watch TV shows in general. And,
But this doesn't, pique your interest?
nope, not at all.
No. What if it's got a good art design? Like, it's very similar to the game.
Maybe I'll
It's
watch
got a
it,
little
but-
steamboat willy kind of action. That
Hard
doesn't
for you to
pique your
listen
interest?
to.
I like maybe the art, but I don't think it will. So I don't. And maybe if it does, I'll maybe watch like the first episode. But
Give it a try.
Give
Well,
it
maybe
a
that will
shot,
be
but I
something
don't-
that we watch
perhaps
on the podcast
the poop.
if we make it
cast.
this far. Now, moving on to the world famous segment of this podcast that our two loyal listeners love that doesn't have a name yet. Clayton segment.
Hello, everyone. It is me, your favorite Clinton CEO.
Arguably the third best
Foster.
host on this show.
Wait. I mean, the third is better than fourth, so. Wait. Wait a second.
Count the cat in the room, then maybe.
Wait. Okay, anyway, yeah, I'm gonna ignore that. Well, my segment for the day is about a game. Well, not really a game, an add-on to a game where you can. It's about the most popular game, Minecraft, and it's basically a mod that adds factories and industrial items. For example, you can build up your house, and the first thing that I built was a factory. This factory could have mechanical pressures. I don't know their real name, but they pressure and they crush things and they make flatten things.
Presses.
Presses, yeah, that's what it's called. Mechanical presser, and to, flatten your materials and anything you need. And then I have a mixer. I have a crusher. I have everything you need to make your resources, and I can go down. This is the cool part in Minecraft, or vanilla, which is the basic game. You just mine with your pickaxe, and you can't get that much resources unless you can put lots of time in it. So, what I have made is a drill that's able to drill a 3x7, 2x7, my bad, area to get me a whole bunch of resources, and it goes on as long as it doesn't hit water or any liquids. Or if anything that it runs on gets destroyed or gets jammed. Because I've had that problem a couple times where blocks will get in the way and it'll jam it. So every, I'd say once 30 minutes, I have to go in there and, fix it. But otherwise, it does very well because I can get, a double chest every 30 minutes full of resources, cobblestone, anything I would ever need. And I find that cool because it adds a touch to the normal game. I mean, yeah, that can act like that. You could say that's okay, but that doesn't really add anything much, but it makes it easier for yourself.
Yeah.
But you have to understand that it took me actually about, I'd argue, almost a stack of iron blocks just to get everything I need.
Is a stack of iron blocks a lot for Minecraft?
Well, an iron block is 9 pieces of iron, which is not really hard to get, but it takes a time.
Gotcha.
But another thing I'm planning on working on is a automatic harvester. So once my plants are grown, because in the base game, you have to wait for them to grow, and then once you realize, you can take it, replant it, and everything. My auto harvester will, whatever it's done growing, it will instantly go and harvest everything that it needs.
Cool.
So it's always going to be, it just adds a touch of the game that makes it funner. And it's really cool to see all these new things that are added to the game. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Awesome. So why did you want to add this?
To talk about this?
No. Why did you want to add, factories and stuff like that to your game?
Oh, well, I've always been, into building that type of cool stuff. Because I think it's always cool to build industrial. For example, because you can't really build factories by themselves in the base game. Because really the only thing you can build was what I built before without this mod is just a piece. Is pretty gory if you think about it. But literally all it is that when 2 cows make a baby, it gets pushed out into a water stream. Once the water pushes it, it's kind of like a mini river, so it's not very fun when you think about it in real life.
Gotcha.
And it just burns them, and it's not really fun. Like this, you can actually have real conveyor belts, have real machines, have coal dispensers, steam, anything that's kind of like real life. But yeah, that's what I think.
That's cool. All right. So, moving on from the world famous Clayton's segment, which we still have a name for, we're going to talk about for the new Halo show, the actor that's going to play. So did you hear about this?
No, not at
Yeah.
all.
So there's going to be a Halo show on Amazon, I believe. Let me double check. But the actor said that he will not be trying to recreate the voice of Master Chief.
So you're saying that he won't have the cool.
Yes, he will be doing his own voice. Oh, sorry, it will be on Showtime.
Oh,
No, wait, what?
Yeah, Showtime and the Paramount Plus. Oh no, so sorry. Yeah, it's not even going to be on Showtime. It's moving to Paramount Plus. It was on Showtime. So it's gonna the actor. He's not doing the cool voice that you like.
So
He's doing his own voice.
So I have a couple questions about this.
Yes.
Is it going to be like the Red versus Blue show?
No, it's gonna be like a real.
Like the campaign, but as him?
Yes. So you got Pablo.
Escobar?
No, it's Pablo. How do you say that one?
Schreiber? I don't know.
Is this the
We're
guy?
probably butchering that, but
Is this the guy that was in the Mexican movie and he was like really bad and he killed all the druggies?
Oh no.
what are you talking about? Are you talking about Sicario?
Yeah, in the movie.
No,
That's
just
not
because
him?
he's got a Hispanic name doesn't mean he's every
That's
Hispanic
not what I'm
guy.
saying because in the picture
Looks like a bone.
it was that movie and it was him.
No, nothing to do with that movie.
Okay,
He was in 13 Hours. He starred in Orange
Sounds-
is the New Black, and he's been in Den of Thieves and Bubble Boy.
Bubble Boy. Oh no, this guy's awful.
So, I don't know.
What has he like? Is he any things that I would know him from? You think?
That
No.
you would know him from? Let's see. Let's take a look on his IMDb.
Uh,
The reason why I
See,
asked that
no.
because it showed a picture of the Sicario guy. I forget his name.
The Gifted Man, where he's
Yeah, he's not the Sicario guy.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm not really seeing anything that you would watch him from.
so
But one,
What type of actor is he?
dramatic action.
yeah, probably dramatic, and
Okay, dramatic action.
starting to be more action roles.
And do you know
Someone
his
using Grand
voice
Theft
sounds
Auto
like?
4.
No, I have no idea.
Because here's the problem. One of the main things that makes Halo awesome is that hearing him by himself. Because voice acting is one of the most important things in these games. Because if you just have like a light voice, like "Getting back there, bomb," like that's not gonna sound cool. But when you have a deep voice, cool guy that's clearly seen some stuff and he kills aliens for fun, it makes
Okay, it
it.
doesn't come for fun.
I mean,
He's
Okay.
not a sick
So
one.
here's
dude, he punches him to death. Are you kidding
he
me?
can.
Does that mean
Here's
fun?
the clip of his voice, so we'll try to hear a little bit of it.
Okay, congratulations on the
No,
film.
that's the guy.
Big personality. He is a very unique human being, particularly in the way that he uses his sense of humor. And over the course of the evening, over the course of the movie, that becomes a tool that he uses.
Oh.
Uses humor to diffuse tension.
So that's him talking about the film 13 Hours.
Oh.
What do you think?
Sounds like doggy poo poo.
Yeah, I agree. That
His voice does?
yeah,
no, this
I mean
entire
no,
show concept.
no. That's I'm just saying that does not go with.
So you would rather him try to do the Master Chief voice?
Well, they could do something like Star Wars where they had two different actors for Darth Vader.
Mhm.
They had the bass actor and they had the voiceover
Yeah.
because
But
the original Darth Vader was like a country boy, so he sounded with country.
yeah. But this is supposed to be a new thing.
So it's not even Master Chief, or it is.
No, it's Master Chief, but it's a new story. So it's not like they're just
the Covenant.
no, it's still the Covenant, but it's like this is a new Master Chief. It's not the same one as the. So it's not like Star Wars where this is a sequel. When they remake like a cartoon, it's the same storyline. It's different. It's just a retelling.
Oh, like a remake, but for the story.
It's an adaptation.
Okay.
So you're not really interested in this right now.
I'll give it a shot, but if I'm able to watch it, then I'll give it a shot.
Hmm.
So far, I'm not hearing two good things about it. That's just what I'm saying. Also, I think it's gonna be hard for them to produce the game and the show at the same time.
Well, the new game and the show have nothing to do with it.
No, yeah, but they both have to have the same. How do I explain this? Both people, you can't just have random people hired to work on this Halo thing. You need somewhat the same people who know how to do this.
No, it's two different things entirely.
I know
The new game, and the show has nothing to do with each other.
No, I know.
Besides,
but
they
they're
both
the
have
same
this.
companies. They're the same
No.
game. I mean, not game. They're both Halo.
Yes,
They're
but that
both-
doesn't mean they're working together.
So they're not working. They're not the same people at all.
No, it's
Not
just
the same
it's a show that's
producers,
based off
Not the
Halo.
same writers or anything.
No, it's a show based off Halo. It's just based off Halo. It's an adaptation of Halo. It was when they basically if they just took a movie from a book, but the thing they're taking from is a video game.
They have the original work, but they probably none of the people who are working on the show have anything to do with the creation of it.
And then this new game is separate.
Okay, because what I mean is that these producers have experience in a way. So don't
Not in making shows, though.
No, but they have an experience of writing the storyline and everything. So you don't think they should somewhat do?
No, because they have the storyline. They know the plot of the first 3 games. The first 5 games.
Mm-hmm.
So
But can they
and
write it the same way?
They could probably write it better because they're actually writers.
Okay.
The first Halo, I don't believe those are video game guys. They're not writers. It's not like Halo. The first Halo had a groundbreaking story.
It's not. Those people are not the same people making it now.
No.
They're all Microsoft.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. The show is entirely separate.
Okay.
It's just based off Halo.
Is it a show or is it just a movie?
It's a show.
It's a show on Paramount Plus.
Showtime.
No more Showtime.
I saw the poster. It said Showtime.
Yeah, well, I remember I just read that they got rid of Showtime. So that, out of the whole thing that I read, is that's the most concerning thing, is that it's moving networks. Usually that doesn't mean it's the best thing in the world. But I'll probably check it out. Clayton, will you?
I'll probably, if I can, I'll check it out.
Wyatt?
No, but I'm probably gonna.
Well, we
see
know
it.
your stance on TV shows.
Have you even
Probably
seen a
see it.
TV show?
Yeah, but probably see it from you guys watching it. So.
Yeah.
Now heading over to Wyatt's Corner.
Wyatt's Corner.
Wyatt's Corner!
He touches you.
Okay. So we're gonna continue off of what happened last week. We're gonna talk about more PlayStation 2 classics. You know. If you know, you know. If you don't, you
You just
don't.
fucking don't.
You just cut that. I'll bleep it right now. You can't say that on twitch.com/YouTube donkey.
www.youtube/
/WWE. Today's weekly PlayStation 2 classic would have to be Yu-Gi-Oh! And the Duelist of the Roses.
How do you make my life miserable?
Okay, what about Yu-Gi-Oh! Whatever the hell that title was?
Duelist of the Roses. Actually, this game is not a classic and is actually kind of bad.
It's horrible.
I wouldn't say horrible.
It's horrible.
I'd say dog shit.
If you want to take a nap, put this game on, start playing it, and you'll
I bet you fall asleep
go
in
into
the
a
first 5
coma
minutes.
because it's fucking atrocious.
Coma? For how long?
For about 6 to 8 months.
How long is it?
You will
8 hours?
definitely get raped in your coma.
What do I play?
What a
How
great
much is it right now?
What a classic.
You'll be just like the bride in Kill Bill.
What? I haven't even seen that movie.
You should watch that scene.
Watch it with your mom and dad.
I'm
Yeah.
sure they wouldn't like that.
No. Just watch on YouTube on www.youtube/
Kill Bill.
WWE.com.
and look up Kill Bill wakes up hospital scene. And watch it with your mother.
My name's
Why don't I watch with my mother though?
because she'll want to watch it with you.
Okay.
My name is Buck, and I'm here to fluff.
No, not Buck. We don't like him.
He's my hero.
Okay, so we should probably talk about your game from the corner.
The Game of White's Corner Weekly Corner game. So it's a board game, basically, a digital board game. You'd think it'd play like Yu-Gi-Oh, but it doesn't. It doesn't play at all like Yu-Gi-Oh. It just has like the same cards and like the same characters, not the same story or like.
Because what is the story about? Because you would think, right? It's a Yu-Gi-Oh game. It's a Yu-Gi-Oh story. What was the story about?
The story is about the English War of Roses between the Lancaster household and some other household that I don't care about because I'm not English.
Wait, is the game Duel Monsters? Because that's like
I just know Game of Thrones is based.
Because that's a Yu-Gi-Oh board game inside the show.
Well, that's a different game.
Okay, then.
There's
another one?
Well, this game has nothing to do with Yu-Gi-Oh besides there being Yu-Gi-Oh characters and Yu-Gi-Oh monsters.
Did you look up anything on it? Because I wonder why they decided to go this route.
I don't know. I should do research on it, but
I gotta be prepared.
Well, to be fair, we don't get paid for this. I get
2 viewers. 0.001% of every single view, and we have 2 views.
Actually, if you
we have really 3 views.
4 views.
4 views. Considering 1, 2, 3 of us in this room, and hey, mom.
And then there's probably an old man here, so. Hello.
Oh yeah, you are the main demographic. We're gonna start putting you on this thumbnail.
What?
Skimpier and skimpier.
What?
We gotta get that YouTube revenue.
You have to start somewhere.
What are you posting on me?
Just like
You'll find out.
What?
Just
You'll get an email about it.
What?
You'll get a call.
You'll see the camera in your room.
No,
You won't.
Oh no!
But it plays. Okay, so it has a 64. It has a. It's like a flat board by squares. You would think like chess, but it doesn't. Each of the squares in the board are split into different terrains depending on the level. Well, terrains can do like different effects and stuff. Honestly,
this fucking bubble just popped in my eye.
What?
You're a retard.
What?
I just blew a catnip bubble from the cat and it just popped in my eye. Keep that in.
Okay.
But-
yeah. Anyways.
The summoning system in the game, like, I don't know, no one knows actually because no one plays Yu-Gi-Oh! But in real life Yu-Gi-Oh! You can, like, summon once per turn. And every turn you can summon a monster. You can use any amount of spells or traps. Different rules apply to each of them. But in this, you can only use one card. But you can combine multiple cards together. But they don't like have any information about the combination. I don't know how it works. All I know is that you combine them. In the stars, you get like a ramping up stars level thing that just goes. You get 3 every single time, every turn. It doesn't make any sense. It's stupid. The game's impossible because you're not allowed. Your deck by the rules, has to be worse than your opponent.
What? Really?
Yeah, there's a rule where you're not allowed to play the game unless your deck is worse than your opponent's. So you have to make a new deck every single time you play against a guy. It's a nonsensical garbage, and it takes like 10 years to beat a single guy because the AI will do everything in its power to prolong the game. So, like, you think...
Because they don't have any, like, if you think, like, humans, real people have, like, I don't want to do this anymore, but I'm sure the bots don't have that.
No, the bots will go on forever. It's just because that's how it is. They're doing whatever they can to win, and it doesn't matter how long it'll take because they have
moral isn't a thing for the bots.
Morals?
I don't think that's what
isn't that
that
the
word means at all.
Morals? Like your morals?
They have an ego, these bots. These PlayStation 2 hardware bots are able to determine self-actions.
Alright, so is that everything in the White's corner?
No, there's more to say.
Oh my god, this corner is endless.
This corner has so many corners to it. There's not just 2 walls.
It's like It's like one of those glass mazes, and
But it's just a corner in the.
there's a clown in it.
There is
Like,
no
that's
clown.
you.
There is no clown in the corner.
And he's got a long tongue. And he licks
There
the
is a
windows.
long-tongued person in the corner, though. Lonnie.
Oh, he just licked our cat. Oh my god.
Oh no!
Come here, cat.
Oh.
Oh god, he's picked the cat up with his bare hand.
But yeah, this game is awful.
He's
That's the end of
naked.
White's Corner. Don't play it.
Okay. All right, so let's move on to the movie of the week.
Monkey.
No, no,
Okay,
no.
so why before one, he just shit his pants. It really smells. So,
Ah.
but why did you pick Curious George?
Because I wanted to watch G-Force, but we couldn't. So we went
G-Force?
back to the crib and we found Curious George, a classic.
So you've seen it before. I've seen it before.
I have.
You have actually seen it before?
Yeah.
What's your thoughts?
I think it's actually, if it's just released now and I've never seen, if it was a brand new movie, I think even that I would still like it.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's a good story and everything. There's nothing wrong with it.
Why? What do you think?
I think it's a great movie. So it has like some little things wrong with it, but I love the art style of it, the animation.
Yeah, I do like how it's very reminiscent of the books.
Yeah.
It's very
I
cute
would
art
have
style.
a very good thing about it is it's a movie from 2006. And I'm not saying movies from 2006 are really old. It's just from animations from them aren't the greatest, right?
Yeah, there's sometimes like the cars CGI wise look a little wonky.
it just
You
makes
have-
it- with
No,
the
yeah,
style.
but that's just the style. But they've, like, the lighting and everything, I think it was great.
yeah, the
like,
lighting was
even if
very
it-
good.
I feel like even if it was released today, it still would catch up.
Do you think so? So, ooh, that's a lot of dead air. I lost my train of thought. All right, so the animation still holds up pretty well. It is very much a children's movie, though.
Yeah.
It's not like you're not watching it like it's a Pixar, even now a modern Disney movie. You still feel very much like it's for children, specifically.
No,
for
yeah,
children.
definitely.
Now there is jokes that will appease for all adults, but it's still it's just a wholesome movie. It's really there's no bigger picture. I mean, it's got a good little message. It's for children. It's literally for kids. I would recommend it for kids. I really love it. I think it's got like one of the greatest children's soundtracks of all time. Represent Jack Johnson, baby.
Is he still alive?
Wu-Tang Clan.
Yes,
Yeah.
Jack Johnson
Does he
is
still do music?
Yep.
Yes.
He put an album out 2 years ago now.
About Trump.
But
Was it really?
no, there was one song about Trump.
It was all about Trump. He's just such a...
What was it about? Like, what was the song?
He's just not liking Trump.
He says,
Ah.
stinky, he orange. Haha.
I'm in a monkey movie.
You're not.
So, but I mean, there's not a lot to talk about in it. I think the voice acting was very good for Will Ferrell and Drew Barrymore. I do like the Drew
agree.
Barrymore's character actually looks like Drew Barrymore. David Cross was pretty great, and I think he has the best line. Why do you know what line we're talking about?
I do know what you're
Can
talking
you
about.
say it? Doing his voice. Come on,
I
do,
can't remember
do
the
your
words.
classic David Cross voice.
Classic David Cross.
The classic David Cross impression.
I'm-
It was about a ponytail.
Oh,
Clank, can you do the voice?
I think.
Okay, let's try it.
All right.
Ready? This is for the first time ever. Clayton's impression of David Cross in Curious George.
Okay, I may
2006.
not get the
I
word.
know which one you're talking
Okay, fans, welcome to Clayton's world famous David Cross impression from Curious George 2006. The best line of the movie.
He's gonna have a ponytail. I do.
That's about it.
That's the impression, baby. Not too bad.
It was quite
So,
amazing.
Wyatt, what would you give it out of 10? Let's go with that.
I give it a 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10?
I feel like that's me as a personal scale. I love monkeys. I love Curious George. I love Jack Johnson. I just love everything.
This is totally unrelated, but I just want to say this. Whenever we go on a trip or whatever, and there's like a monkey picture, he goes, huh, monkey, and he takes a picture of it. I'm I'm not even joking. It's unrelated, but I just wanted to point that out.
Monkey.
The
Ladies,
there's
if you like a monkey man and you're a frog girl.
Wyatt's single, and he's been single for 19 years.
Coming under 20.
It's coming up to 20. Yeah.
So, Clayton, what would you give it out of 10?
Well, I mean, I'm thinking about it. Too many times, stupid monkey. I hate monkeys. Anyways, I don't know. It's hard because I think that like when I think of like, oh, easy 10 out of 10, but there's a part of me going, it's not as great as you think.
Okay, well then, what do you give it out of 10?
I don't know. That's the hard part,
dude. It's not that hard to think.
Because I think it's a 10 out of 10, but I'm saying 9 out of 10.
Okay, then say 9 out of 10.
So yeah, 9 out of 10.
Okay, why 9?
I don't know. I think I'm just.
This is a real meeting of the minds podcast.
Yeah. My body's saying, well, my like brain saying this movie is great, 10 out of 10, but it's just not as like great. Like I think there's better movies.
Okay.
That's all it is. Like I don't know. It's hard to say.
Okay.
Well, yeah, that's what I think.
Gotcha. Oh, so I will give it an 8 out of 10. I think some of the plot is just a little slow, especially when I get to the zoo. It gets a little slow for me. I think it was slow for if you're watching it with a toddler or maybe just a little bit older kid. But other than that, I think it's just a really good children's movie. It's not up there for like Paddington with me. I think those are like the top tier kids movies, but this one is very good. Yes, Paddington.
That's the bear one, right?
Yes. But I think this is for just a wholesome like movie you just throw on for the kids, and then you can watch every now and then of the movie. It's a very, very solid film. I would definitely give it an 8 out of 10. So, what you wanted this? So, what's your favorite part?
All right. So, my favorite part is probably I don't know. It's like it's more of a scene, and it's when.
What's your favorite part? So, it can be anything.
What's his name? I'm just gonna call him yellow guy.
Ted.
Yeah, Ted. I mean, I forget it. All right. So Ted, he comes back. You know, he doesn't have his hat, and then he sees that Curious George comes back with him with his hat, right?
Yes.
And the cleric, is it his name? Right? Is that the job? Or the landlord? He's like a Russian accent. Goes, I smell pit, and he goes, Ivan, yeah. He goes, I smell pit, and he has like this super weird Russian accent. Definitely Eastern Europe, and he goes through there, and he goes, no, do not lie, I smell pit. And he goes there, and he has a really strong nose, and he smells around this.
And that was your favorite part? You made it really sound good. Why? What was your favorite
I smell
part?
pit.
That's going to be the name of the episode.
I smell pit.
Why do you have a favorite part?
I like the parts when they're in the beginning of the movie where they're going through the jungle. And Curious George is just being a monkey, you know, hanging out, playing with animals.
Friends.
Yeah, he's like, look at this cute little alligator, and they're messing with the chameleons. It's pretty great. I just like top tier monkey moments, honestly.
Oh my God.
My favorite part would definitely be the part Clayton did his impression of.
That's not the movie.
Every
That's
part.
a part of the movie. Yeah,
Not
when he
me.
throws
That's a
not
part.
you doing it, you idiot, when he does it. Okay, now, so this movie came out in 2006. It was not nominated for an Oscar.
What?
Now, I'm going to go over the ones that were nominated for Best Animated Film, and you tell me if you think it's better than that one. Happy Feet.
You're kidding.
No.
No, not at all.
What? No, is worse than Happy Feet or it's better?
It's better than Happy Feet.
I think
Happy
so, too.
Feet's not very good. It's alright.
How about
not as good as Happy Feet.
Cars?
Okay, well,
Cars is not a good movie.
it's pretty good. It's just the first one.
First Cars, yes.
Okay. I think it deserves an Oscar.
Over. It's just yes or no. Is Cars better than Curious George?
No.
Okay. How about Monster House?
Is that
Monster House is a pretty good movie. I don't know if you can even put those two on the same bracket just because they're animated. I'd say Monster House is better than that.
don't think I've ever
So-
seen Monster House.
Wow.
So those are the only 3 nominated. I think they probably should have nominated. Now, again, I don't know every movie that came out in 2006, so I don't know. Usually the animated ones are always The Academy,
Baloney. There's a lot of
they
baloney.
always are horrible with it. They always nominate ones that they shouldn't have been nominated.
Cars was. I think Cars deserved one though.
It didn't look. I don't believe Pierce George is made by a big studio,
No.
so it's definitely not a movie that they would typically nominate. Pixar always gets one. I think DreamWorks usually they're gonna get theirs in there. Disney's gonna get it. Happy Feet actually is the one that won
What?
over Cars and Monster House.
Not
So-
Monster House, but I would say over Cars. I don't
Wait,
know.
what's Monster
But
House?
I think
But if
Cars would probably honestly be a better movie wise,
Yeah.
because it's got a better plot, character development. But I would if I was having a child watch it, I would pick Curious George.
Curious George all the time.
What is Monster House?
Monster House.
Yeah, what movie is that?
Gotta watch it.
It's
Next week's
a-
movie.
No.
Yeah, we'll have to watch it. On
No.
It's just it's scary.
I know, but what is it? Like
It's
what?
a monster. That's a house.
Oh, okay, I know. It's a fatty. All right.
Yeah,
Oh, he's not fat.
she's fat.
Oh, yeah, she is
Oh,
fat.
she's fat. Yeah.
No, he's talking about the boy.
You were talking about Chowder.
How dare you?
How dare you? You look like Chowder, so you're going.
No!
back.
No.
You have
no,
the same haircut
no,
as Chowder.
You literally have a cape on, just like him right now.
Shut up.
Your shirts don't even fit you. You talking crap about Chowder? Chowder has more friends than you.
Probably actually does, but
And you have the same basketball skills. Oh, that's the one where you get upset on. You don't even play basketball. You don't even
do.
go outside.
Yes, I have.
Chowder probably has.
Yeah, but you've gone outside one time.
In what? 10 months?
But actually, like a week ago.
Oh my god.
Okay. So I think that's it. So any last words, Wyatt?
Last word?
Okay. Clay, any last words on the podcast?
Final sentence of the podcast episode.
It's not an essay, just the last words.
Final in conclusion.
Oh my god.
Clayton's stinky.
I hope you know that I'm the best foster here, and
Okay.
have a good.
All right, so that's it. Thanks for listening, everyone. Hopefully, this continues to get better as we move on.
It will not. It will get progressively worse.
Probably only worse, but
It has been worse from start, but I'll just keep on getting
have
worse.
fun editing this, guys. All
Thanks
right.
for-
Thank you, everyone, and goodbye.
Amigo, I see you next time, yeah? Wait, I can't close
Silly
it.
little bears.
I hope you know I recorded all that.